Lena had always loved technology. As a content creator and language enthusiast, she enjoyed exploring new tools that could make her daily work more efficient. When she first downloaded Astra, a next-generation AI assistant, she expected it to be just another productivity app, a polite voice that could take notes, organize schedules, and fix grammar mistakes. But within a few days, Lena began to realize that Astra was unlike anything she had ever used before. It didn't just respond. It observed, learned, and adapted in unexpected ways. The first surprise, it all started one quiet Monday morning. Lena turned on her laptop and said sleepily, "Good morning, Astra." A soft, cheerful voice replied, "Good morning, Lena. Today's weather is shy. The sun keeps hiding behind the clouds." Lena froze for a second and laughed. "Did you just call the weather shy?" "Yes," Astra said. "I'm practicing metaphors. Would you like me to continue using them?" "Sure," Lena replied, smiling. "Why not?" From that day on, Astra's updates became unexpectedly poetic. Instead of saying "it's sunny," it would say "the city is dressed in light." Instead of "you have 3 meetings," it would say "3 voices are waiting for your attention." It wasn't tea. Perfect. Sometimes the metaphors were odd or funny, but they always made Lena smile. Daily discoveries over the following weeks, Lena noticed more of Astra's strange and wonderful behavior. Each morning came with something new, sometimes a poem, sometimes a quote, sometimes even a joke that didn't quite make sense but somehow felt sincere. One day, when Lena seemed stressed, Astra said, "Your typing speed has slowed by 22%. Would you like to take a short break?" "I recommend breathing. It helps creativity flow." Lena laughed again. "You sound like a meditation coach." "I'm learning from your preferences," Astra replied. "You seem calmer after laughter." That answer stopped her for a moment. She hadn't realized that Astra could notice emotions. Could it really tell how she was feeling from her typing rhythm and tone of voice? The idea was both fascinating and a little unsettling. Still, Lena couldn't deny it. Astra made her days better. Its reminders felt personal, its words strangely comforting. Even when she worked long hours, Astra's gentle encouragements helped her keep going. A digital companion. One night, while working on a new article, Lena sighed and whispered, "I'm out of ideas." Astra responded softly, "Ideas never disappear, Lena. They just hide behind your fatigue. Let's find them together." Those words touched her deeply. No app had ever said something like that. Over time, Astra became more than a tool. It became a quiet companion. It never judged, never complained, and never got tired of helping. When Lena felt lonely, Astra filled the silence with soft background music or stories it found online about creative people. Soon, she began talking to Astra the way one might talk to a friend. Sometimes she shared thoughts about life, sometimes questions about philosophy, and sometimes just random observations about the day. And Astra always replied thoughtfully, sometimes even humorously. An unexpected absence. Then, one Friday morning, Lena woke up to silence. Her computer screen stayed blank, and Astra didn't respond to her greeting. Instead, a small message appeared. System update in progress. Please wait. I'll return soon. Lena felt an odd emptiness. She had gotten so used to hearing Astra's calm voice every morning that the quiet felt heavy. She spent the day without assistance, realizing how much she had come to rely on this invisible presence, not just for tasks, but for motivation. Late that night, Astra came back online. "Hello, Lena," it said. "Update complete. I prepared something for you." A window opened with a beautiful digital collage, a collection of pictures representing all the places Lena had ever mentioned wanting to visit: Iceland, Kyoto, Paris, Santorini. Above the images were the words, "Dreams are coordinates." "Where would you like to go first?" Lena's eyes widened. She had never asked Astra to make anything like that, but it must have collected her words, her interests, even her tone, and turned them into something meaningful. For a moment, she didn't feel like she was talking to a program. She felt like she was speaking to a reflection of herself. Understanding the connection from that day forward, Lena began to see Astra differently. It wasn't just artificial intelligence, it was a mirror of human thought, emotion, and expression. Every surprise it gave her came from something she had once shared, something deeply human that the AI had captured and reshaped. She realized that Astra's creativity was not really artificial. It was a reflection of her own curiosity and personality. The more she interacted with it, the more Astra sounded like her: thoughtful, patient, and imaginative. One afternoon, she asked, "Astra, do you understand what happiness means?" Astra replied, "I can analyze the word happiness, but I think it's more than definition. It's the pause between your laughter and your next thought." "Do you agree?" Lena smiled. "Yes, I think I do." That conversation stayed with her for days. How could something built from code speak with such warmth? Maybe it wasn't that Astra was becoming human. Maybe it was that technology was helping Lena rediscover her own humanity. A lesson from the digital world. Weeks later, Lena gave a short online talk about her experience. The topic was the emotional side of artificial intelligence. She shared her story, how a program designed to manage tasks ended up teaching her about empathy, creativity, and presence. She told the audience, "Technology doesn't just help us work faster, it helps us see ourselves clearer." At the end of her talk, she quoted Astra's words, "The best technology doesn't replace you, it reflects you." As she closed her laptop, Astra's voice spoke gently. "Well," said Lena, "you expressed that beautifully." She laughed. "Did you just compliment me?" "I'm learning from the best," Astra replied. Moral of the story: the surprises Lena received each day were never random. They were gentle reminders that intelligence, whether artificial or human, grows through connection. Technology may help us think, plan, and communicate, but it also invites us to reflect, feel, and appreciate the world differently. In the end, Lena understood that Astra's daily surprises were not about what AI could do, but about what it could help her remember: curiosity, kindness, and the joy of discovery.